I think I'm gonna do it. I'll show you how
I'm
to
gonna
do
forget what this.
What?
I forgot what the
You did
intro
not.
is.
Come on.
Wait, no. Welcome to Top and Bottom. Yeah, got it. Okay. Perfectly splendid.
Go.
Okay. Welcome to Top and Bottom.
My name is Frederic,
And my name is Kiana.
and today we're gonna be talking about college horror stories because it's Halloween. It's gonna be scary, and also just a big.
It's like, what are you going with that?
I don't know. It's organic.
Mm.
We're improving, but I want to give a big announcement. We are on streaming platforms now. We should be on Spotify and Apple and other various things that I will list right here, right now, and also in the description. Go check it out. So, yeah, everyone has been asking because, like,
I was gonna say we are on streaming platforms.
yeah, by the time
Will
this
be.
is, yeah, well, no, by
For
the
them,
time,
it's on. Sorry.
Yeah, we will be. For them, it's already up.
Oh, nice. Good for us.
At least if everything goes well.
Or else you just lied.
No, I don't think I lied.
Okay. Anyway.
Because we were checking and it worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why I started doing the music background, which if you don't know what it is, it's a lo-fi Spirited Away, which I really like.
No, it was good.
Did you like the movie?
I did like the movie. It was good.
What does that mean?
I don't really remember it, to be honest.
Most people don't. They just remember it being a thing.
Yeah.
And that's the point of the movie, actually.
Really?
That's what the
Wow, that's kind of creepy if you think about it.
Because people used to, you know how like the movie itself. This is so not the topic, but you know how like the movie itself was about being in like a different world and then leaving and then forgetting what happened. He wanted that same effect
Wow.
for the movie itself.
That's
you
really
leave
good.
it and you forget, but you still have a glimpse of what it's like.
Wow. Okay.
Isn't that so cool?
That is cool. I didn't
Yeah.
think about that. I mean, I remember it, but like when you said it, I was trying to think of like
'Cause
the
I asked all my
entire thing, and I couldn't remember the entire thing.
Yeah, because I asked all my friends like, "Do you remember this movie?" And they're like, "I feel like I do. Maybe it was in a dream." And I was like, "That's the point."
Wow.
I love it. But
It's awesome.
either way,
It's like a whole trip.
go listen to Spirited Away. I love them. I love the entire Studio Ghibli movies, but we're not talking about that today.
No, this
We're-
is college horror stories.
We're gonna be talking about all the nitty messed up stuff that's happened to us, roommate stories, professor stories. We're gonna go
Ryan's
there.
professors?
We're going there.
Wow.
If you're listening and you're a professor, you're on blast. I'm kidding, most of them are good, but
Most of them are good. There are.
I'll give
select
shout outs to
few.
the good ones.
Yeah,
We'll name the good people and make fake names for the bad people.
I won't remember his fake
Or
names.
not
We should
bad.
just not name
Okay.
anyone. Or
Okay,
else
fine.
I'll just get confused in my head.
All right. Well, we don't have a list, so we should just go about this.
I think you have a good starting one because it was your first day.
So, it's technically second.
Yeah.
Either way, I moved in with 3 guys. People thought I was rooming with Caroline because she said it in a video for like 2 seconds. She's like, "Yeah, Frederick's my roommate," and then people literally believed her.
Imagine you and Caroline in the same room.
That would suck.
That'd be so funny.
I mean, we both agreed that we would never want to room with each other.
Wow. And look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
So on the second day, one of my roommates is from Jamaica, and he told me verbatim like that microwaves there are not as powerful as the ones here. And he was the one who brought the microwave. So on the second day, he wanted to microwave a bagel, and I was just like in my room, and I started smelling smoke, like straight up something's burning. And we don't cook in here because you can't. There's no stove. There's no kitchen. So I was like, And I peek out, and there's literal smoke coming out of the microwave, like black charred smoke. And I was like, okay.
Wow. I didn't know it was black. You just said it was smoking. Now I'm getting a visual.
So
Wow.
when I opened the microwave,
Yeah.
literally I did not know what it was. It looked like charcoal, like straight up bunched up thing of coal that you would put on the barbecue usually. I was like, oh. And I asked around, I was like, did anyone microwave something? And then my roommate said, oh yeah, it was me. It was a bagel. And I was like, how long? And he said, 5 minutes. I was like, and that's when he told me how microwaves work. And I said, well, in America, just do like 10 seconds for that.
Yeah. Wow. Did you guys set the alarms off?
My RA, what does RA stand for? Room and
Resident.
Okay,
something.
whatever. Like the person who manages the floor, so anyone who doesn't know, they said the fire alarms weren't even like set up yet.
Oh, wow.
But it 100% would have. Julie told me. RA
Wow.
Julie told me.
RA Julie.
I love her.
That was a good. She's a good RA.
Hope she remembers us.
Yeah.
But it was just like, oh my god, this happened at 2 a.m. too. It was late, and literally Julie came down and she was like in her bathrobe, like she was like So yeah, everyone's woken up now. You guys are lucky because the fire alarms weren't even set up, but it 100% would have. So it's fine. We're gonna let it air out, and the whole thing, like everyone in the rooms woke up. Like down the hall, I peeked out, and like everyone was peeking out too, like wondering what it was, and it smelled like that for the rest of the semester in my microwave. Every time I microwave something, I would get an
Wow.
essence of it.
That's crazy. I didn't know the whole story. I just knew he smoked, like, the microwave started smoking.
Yeah.
But wow. The whole semester it smelled like that?
Yeah. Anytime I tried to open the microwave, I would smell it because not only did it char the bagel, but like the essence of the bagel melted on the sides of. You know how like when something pops,
That's
like
crazy.
butter.
Yeah. So it got all over your
It
microwave.
didn't pop, but like it was all orange, and you know who cleaned it up?
You.
Me.
You did.
And Sanj and Caroline helped me,
Wow.
and I was like, I don't know what because I think it was a whole day. No one cleaned it. I was like, you gotta be. So I just knew what was gonna happen for the rest of the semester. I would just be the one having to do all the shit.
Wow.
And I did. We'll get to that.
It's crazy. I have microwave stories.
Top that.
It's not really topping it. I mean.
Oh, so you meant you're not the top?
Okay. I'm trying to think. Around the same time, I guess I can tell this one. So we just moved in. Actually, it was the day of moving in. Okay, so like you're assigned each bed in each room.
Yeah.
Right? You don't get to just pick when you walk in. Like you're assigned the bed, right?
Yeah.
So I'm the first one in. Go to my assigned bed, start setting up. Takes me literally half an hour. I'm done. Second roommate comes in, who is supposed to be my roommate, so like in the same room as me, chooses the opposite room. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of messed up because now the other person, like, there's two people who are supposed to be in the opposite room.
Yeah.
She's now in their room.
Maybe we should describe these rooms because
Okay.
like some people, because also we have to keep in mind there are people listening instead of watching.
Okay. So basically, for our dorms at least, there are 2 bedrooms, and each room has 2 beds in it. So you have your own roommate, but you have 2 other suite mates because they live in the same suite but not the same room as you. So my who was supposed to be my roommate was now in the opposite room, which meant my suite mates are gonna have a whole situation because there's now someone in the room they're supposed to be in. Right? So I'm like, okay, whatever, not my problem. I'm gonna just ignore it. Someone either they won't care or they'll tell her. Like,
did you talk to her beforehand? Like,
no.
Don't you get to? But you get to know like who's your roommate.
No, I get to know, but we just didn't really talk that much.
Okay.
We probably was like, oh, this is my major, whatever,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Anyway, so she's in the wrong room, basically. And then the second suite mate comes in. She's like, oh, hey, what's up? That person's not supposed to be in a room. I'm like, yeah, I know. Do you want to say anything? Because I don't want to say anything. She's like, oh, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, so whatever. So we both decided not to say anything. So it's partly my fault, but really, it's not.
Well, yeah, it's not your fault. It's
not
the
my
person
fault.
who didn't go in the right room in the first place.
Right. Anyway, so now there's 3 people total, and they're in the opposite room. I'm the only one in my room. Right? And I'm like, okay, no big deal, whatever. And then I leave with my parents because like they're still here. I'm like, okay, well, we'll just go do something. And I get a call. This is now the 4th suite mate, roommate, whatever. 4th person in the apartment calls me on the phone.
Yeah.
I've never talked to this person, never met them. They're like, Kiana, who is in my bed? Who is in my bed? And why are they in my bed? And I go, oh, I don't know. I think they messed up maybe. And she's like, okay, well, they need to move. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but this is what I remember. They need to move. And I was like, okay, well, just maybe let her know and whatever. And she's like, okay, I'm moving their stuff. And I'm like, oh my
Wait,
God.
so the person wasn't even there?
I don't think she was.
Everyone left then? So.
Yeah, because I think she had came to the apartment with someone in her bed, basically. So she was rightfully angry.
Yeah.
But anyway. And then I text one of the people in my suite that I'm close-ish to. I got her number that day, so I was just like, hey, like, whatever. It's like, hey, I think there's going to be an issue. And she's like, oh, no. And I'm like, yeah, there's an issue. And so she goes, and, like, I guess they sort it out. I leave. I'm like, not my problem. Like, really, I can pretend I never got this phone call and be fine.
You were first there. So.
First, yeah, I was done. I just watched it all happen. And then when I came back, everyone was set up. And I was like, hey,
nice.
I'm glad we figured this out. But that was my first interaction with that roommate, who I will talk about later. But
the one that your dad said.
Nope, that's a different person.
Oh.
So one of the people I lived with was Vietnamese. So I don't want to be incorrect, but Vietnamese. But my dad thought she was Chinese, so he comes in and says, "Ni hao." I was like, stop. So bad. I was like, oh my God, please stop. And she was so polite. She was like, actually, like, I'm not, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, this really happened to me. Anyway, sorry, Dad. Didn't mean to bring you into that, but that was another thing that happened.
It's an honest mistake.
But it shouldn't have happened. He shouldn't have assumed.
I know.
whatever, hopefully he learned from that and never will do it again.
This should be only restricted to freshman stories, right? Or can we go even to sophomore?
I can go into
Because
sophomore.
we can talk about what happened today.
We could talk about what happened today.
We'll get there, though.
Okay.
Because I have so many more roommate stories.
Yeah. I feel like that's where I just told was very confusing, but it'll get better, so.
What?
Because I just kept saying roommate.
Yeah, well, it's hard because, like, we can't
Say
name
the
drop
names,
because
yeah.
it's impolite. But also, some people want to hear some juicy stories. And I think most of the time, we were in the right. Because, like, I did nothing to that microwave. I treated it with care. I cleaned it, so I get the right to talk about this story.
Okay, yeah, go.
I guess the next thing was, like, the general cleanliness of the room.
That was what I was going to bring up. Okay, so, yeah, go ahead.
Because I remember I came into your room to clean one time.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
It was bad.
Okay. Like, first of all, I just love cleaning. It's like, I'm just a very anal person. My mom was, like, twice as more cleaning as me.
Mm-hmm.
She cleans, like, she vacuums the dryer area.
Really?
Like that, you know, the lint remover?
Yeah.
She
vacuums it?
Yeah, and I think she's crazy, and I'm like, wait, you're so smart.
Yeah.
Like, everything that I thought she was crazy for, I'm turning into.
Mm-hmm.
Like, plants.
Yeah.
We can talk about it for a podcast, I feel like.
I mean, you could talk about it. I have nothing to speak about.
Yeah, so you can just listen to me.
Fantastic.
I'm having a selfish. Oh,
like
we're gonna
every
say it's
day.
like every day?
Every day. Look at my plant I
It's
bought.
like every day I hear
Look at
about
this
your
new plant.
narcissism.
Why is there
Look
soil?
at my cheekbone.
Why is there
Oh my God,
soil?
look at my cheekbone.
Why is there soil in the sink?
Look at my-
I just got a new plant.
Look at my
I had to go
cheekbone
bathe her
in
in
the
the
video. Look at my cheekbone, my jawline.
Okay, I'm sorry, it's true.
And I'm sorry, I'm a good plant keeper.
Anyway,
I like having hobbies.
hobbies. Okay,
What, is it not a hobby?
I think it's an obsession. Like every time I come in your room, you're like spray,
I'll
light, turn the diffuser
I'll
on.
show you an obsession on YouTube. There are people living with 300 plants. They're not even obsessed. It makes you smarter to be a plant person.
Okay. Anyway,
You know how many names I know that I should not know? You know how much Latin I've learned?
when you said names, I was like, oh, okay, like plant names, and literally the first thing I thought was plantar fasciitis. That's a foot problem. Anyway, go back to your story. I'm interested.
My cleanliness story.
Yeah.
So, I think the first instance was, I already knew, like, okay, guys, like, everyone's like, guys are guys, and I'm just not one of the guys, okay? Like, you know Katy Perry's song, One of the Boys? I do not want to be one of the
I
boys.
have to live with you for 2 weeks in quarantine.
Shut the fuck up. You knew I was amazing.
You took all the hair in the bathroom, clumped
I
it
just
up,
like collecting things.
and you put it in the corner.
Yeah.
You didn't throw it away.
I just wanted to see how much. I was very curious.
Like, normal people would just vacuum. No, you
used
used your foot to vacuum into a corner,
I just wanted
and you left
to
it
see
there.
the hair.
The clumps of hair.
Does it not make you, like, excited to see it?
No.
Like when you Swiffer sweep and you look at the underside just to see it?
Yeah, but Swiffer
Yeah.
sweeping is cleaning.
Okay.
You just
I did clean it,
piled.
though. It's not like I left it
You
for
piled.
2 weeks. The pile was like every 2 days I would take it out. Because that much hair was on the ground.
Okay, I'm sorry I have hair and you don't.
So, the guys, they're generally not as clean. And I just want to give a tip. If you go to college, you need to learn how to clean. You need to know how to do your laundry, do the dishes. Because these guys don't... I had to teach my roommate how to fold.
Yeah. I remember you had to teach them how to clean something.
Oh, I taught them how to clean the bathroom. I literally said it. I was like...
Yeah, because you sent a text and you're like, we're learning how to clean the bathroom today.
At 4 p.m. today. And they're like, okay.
Yeah.
Because no one had cleaned it till then. And it was like... Or it was me who cleaned it until then. It was 3 months in and I was done with it. So the first thing was we get free toilet paper if you just go to the front desk and ask for it. And most colleges do that, I think. At least I hope.
I don't know.
That's the least they can do.
Yeah.
Because they strip our money. But I've been getting it all the time for like the past month at this point. And I was like, you know what? I've never seen anyone do it. I'm always getting the trash bags. And like, because you get trash bags too. And I just wanted to test. I was like doing a science experiment. If I don't collect it and just hold it for myself, put it in a drawer, hold it for myself, will everyone else get it? No. 2 weeks. They didn't use toilet paper.
That's disgusting.
It was just an empty paper towel roll or like toilet paper roll.
What if they did the same thing? What if they got toilet paper and kept it for themselves?
You know how I know that's not true? Because I've seen all of their rooms and there's no way they hid it.
Okay, so they did. Wow, they didn't use toilet paper.
Yeah, and when I watch them go in, I don't see them bringing in the roll. Me, bitch, I had it under my shirt and go in. And like it got so bad, I was like, okay, so that means I have to wipe down everything. So I started just baby wiping all my door handles, and every time I stopped using my hands to open all bathroom doors. I learned how to use my not even my foot. I always use my foot.
How do you use your foot?
You
You
just
like flip it and grab it?
Yeah, you flip it down and push.
Oh.
It's like a this motion, like vroom. I'm sorry on Spotify, I cannot show you this motion. I cannot describe it. It's just there's some equation for it.
You kind of like latch, push.
Like you're latching it down
Yeah.
and pushing at the same time.
Oh.
So the moment it's almost latched, you start.
Kind of how you do with like a toilet, I guess, in the bathroom.
Yeah.
In like a public restroom. Okay, that makes sense.
So that was just gross.
That is gross.
And
I have stuff to add to that. Disgusting bathrooms.
Yeah.
That was a whole topic.
I mean, I can talk about like the fact that I one time saw hair on the shower, but the thing is like on the shower wall.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the hair was oddly long and womanly.
Oh.
And I can talk about that story too.
You can talk about that story.
I'm just gonna say like the bathrooms were disgusting. The dishes, like there was like the dish sponges like sopping wet still, like days after.
And they smelled after a while.
Yeah. Not after a while, just after 2 weeks, it started smelling.
A while.
Yeah, but it's just, that's not how a dish sponge should be. No, I don't. And then my roommate would, like, you know how some people save tinfoil covers if there's, like, nothing on them?
No.
Me neither.
Okay.
But, like, I guess in times of need, you must conserve. But when he would get takeout sometimes, they often got takeout, and he would eat it with his girlfriend in my room, and it would always be, like, fish. So I'd always have to open the window.
One of my roommates
fucking hate the smell of fish.
Would microwave sardines.
Why microwave
it?
You
could smell it in the hall. Okay. If it's cultural, if that's like the food, that's fine. It's fine. It smelled so bad.
Like I don't care about the food you eat. I just care about smells in general.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Like culture or not, you were all on the same level here.
Anyway, bathroom. I mean, I can talk about bathroom. Yeah. Girls are not as clean either.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost worse sometimes. Okay.
It's debatable. Yeah.
There have been times I walked in the bathroom, there's period blood on the floor.
Yeah, we don't have to deal with it.
Yeah. There's been times where I think one of my roommates may have wiped, and instead of flushing, they just threw it in the trash next to the toilet. Maybe it's a thing, because I think America's toilet system's kind of weird, right?
I don't know.
Compared to other places, whatever. Maybe it's a thing, I don't know, but it smelled, obviously, because it's just sitting there. You had this too, mold in the shower.
Yep.
Like pink.
I think it's called mildew.
Mildew all over the shower. Toilets always clogged.
Oh, pro tip: if there's mold on the shower curtain, literally ask the
they should get you a new shower curtain. Don't try to wipe that shower.
Don't
curtain.
bother.
Yeah.
I tried. Doesn't work.
that mold got into my Brita.
Ew.
Yeah, and I drank from it. Ugh, gross. Anyway, bathroom's just disgusting overall.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's communal. I guess not really an actual communal.
Feels communal.
It feels communal. I mean. And we were lucky because we only had, I guess you could say, 3 other people to share with. But there were some rooms that had 5 people to share with. And
some colleges have to share 6. An entire bathroom and shower.
Ooh, no. Yeah. Could not do that. Anyway, but yeah, the bathroom's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
It's also like it was a shock for me because like I was the one who was used to my own bathroom before moving.
I mean, I had a sister.
Yeah. But like my sister moved that long ago. So like I've been used to having my own bathroom. And it's just, I don't like sharing it. I learned.
When I came back after living here, to living with my sister, I was disgusted with our bathroom. I was like, this isn't even clean. Nothing's clean. Unless I clean it myself.
When you went home?
When I went home. Like, I mean, I was like, Kyla, there's hair everywhere. Kyla, like, spit in the sink. Don't spit on the side of the counter. And
that's another thing. I don't know how people wash, but like, when you're washing your face, water shouldn't spill everywhere. But it just did in our room.
I think something was wrong with the sink.
I think the sink was just built
because it was always dripping.
Yeah, and it was just like poorly...
Yeah.
Like, poor design.
Also, if you ever washed food in that sink, it would just get stuck and clogged.
Yeah, I mean, no one bothered. I would see noodles every day, just like random
sitting in there.
Yeah,
it's like a whole pot of noodles. It's gross.
Oh, I forgot to finish I just realized like the tinfoil thing. So like when he took takeout and there's like a tinfoil cover for it, he would keep them. But the thing is, they're dirty already. Like there was like cheese on it, and
gross.
Just like and he just kept it next to my plates, and I was like, I have
your room did have a weird smell.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't you.
No matter how hard I tried.
Maybe it was.
A daily humidifier.
Yeah.
Lavender scented.
Window open. Our little crack in the window.
That tiny ass window. Oh my god.
Just reliving it. It's actually
every day. Okay, so this is also like my roommate's the one. He came from Jamaica, so like he doesn't no winter.
Yes.
And our heater is available. It allows it to go to 74 and then minimum 68, I think. I like 68. That's my norm.
It's kind of
He liked 74. God forbid it went to 73. So every night it was just this tug of war of when I come home from school, because he like we had different schedules. He's usually out more. When I came home, I would see it's 74. Open the window, turn it off, 68.
Yeah.
He comes home,
I had
74,
the same
closes
problem.
the window.
I had the same problem. And my roommate wasn't even from like out of the country.
Yeah. Wasn't she from like...
She was from Long Island. She just liked it hot, and it was like humid in the room.
Yeah.
And I couldn't sleep.
It.
So like at night, I mean, we would stay up pretty late. So like when I would come in, like I'd be coming in at like 3, almost like 3:30, whatever, just because we were just doing homework or whatever. I just didn't want to be in my room.
I hated my room too.
Just because I couldn't study in my room. I mean, my roommate may have done some like things, but like she's overall fine. But like
I never studied on that desk that was provided.
Yeah, I didn't like the desk. Anyway, whatever. So I come in, I would sneak in first of all because I'm considerate.
Yeah.
Oh
my God, don't.
I'm considerate. I literally like I would come in, keep the lights off so that the light wouldn't come on because I know that can wake people up.
Yeah.
I would change outside of our room.
I did too.
So that I didn't wake her up, and but then I would change the AC at night. Like,
Me too.
I would make it colder.
Because I knew they were already asleep, and I was like, you know what? I don't care. I needed to be 7. I didn't even change the 60. I changed to 72.
Yeah.
And then the one time the next day, I get like there's a sticky note on the AC that was like, hey, do you mind not turning it down so much when I'm sleeping? It doesn't look like I can't breathe. And it's just like,
I can't breathe.
72? You can't breathe? You're in New York. Like, I'm sorry. You have to adapt at some point.
Yeah.
And 72.
I mean, it's not even adapting. It's like a normal temperature. It's like room temperature.
Like, get a grip.
Like 68, no offense, that's really low.
No, it's okay.
74 is really high.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a compromise that needed to be made, but
I
never
was
happened.
compromising by turning it 2 fucking degrees, and they suddenly couldn't. Like, I remember the moment I turned it off, like 30 minutes later, because I wasn't asleep yet, I would hear him start coughing and turning around. And he always slept like a mummy. Like, he would wrap one blanket around, then his scarf, and then a hoodie.
Wow.
So I'm just like, there's just no way it's 74 in your bed. That's like 80 there.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Like, you're telling me you can't handle just 72?
I mean, maybe now he can.
Yeah.
Maybe it was an adjustment that had to happen over time.
No, it stayed like that the whole semester.
I remember when Corona had happened, you asked me to go get something from your room and ship it to you. And I came in and your roommate was there. And I was like, hi. And he was like, hi. And I was like, oh, can I get this for Frederic? He's like, yeah. I mean, that was the only time I ever talked to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was nice. But I just thought of that.
He was a nice person.
Yeah. But like, your room was still hot.
Yeah. Why do you think I never was in there? Always in Caroline's room. Caroline, that's why.
Always in Caroline's room. We were always in Caroline's room. Like, more than they were in their own room. Like, they would leave and we would just go into their room.
We would study in their room. off of school, go in their room.
It was just comfy.
Yeah. Speaking of being considerate, so I did the same thing you. I never turned on the lights because, like, I know I can see with the moonlight, and I would always change outside. I don't know who got in their head that like slamming doors is just normal, but whenever my roommate had class around like 8 and I didn't have to go until 10, so I'm trying to sleep. I wish I could replay it.
Yeah.
It's just like every time.
Oh, and the drawers in the bed.
Yeah, slam just like not even caring. It's just wood on wood, guys. Like, and I never did that. I would always like
gently.
In our apartment, I don't give a shit because like no one's sleeping.
I mean, I wait till at least 10, and then I'm like, okay, it's 10. Like,
oh, I meant like in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. I meant in the kitchen, too. Yeah. Like, this morning I started washing the dishes, and I was like, oh, should I be quiet? And then I look at the clock, and it's like 11:30.
Didn't even hear you.
Oh. Well, you were already awake.
Yeah,
I meant
but
Hannah,
also, our walls are, like, thick.
Yeah.
But, seriously, like, I just don't understand why people don't realize that another person is sleeping next to you.
Yeah.
And that doors are loud. Like, I would hear one slam and then another slam because there's the one to our room and then the one to the exit.
I didn't have that much of a problem. There was one roommate who did do that, slamming doors, but it wasn't that bad.
All 3 of them did.
Oh, wow.
I heard like 6 doors slam in the morning because they always left.
I had a roommate who just sang in the morning. I think that's worse than the door because like she's just choosing to sing.
Yeah, because like our walls are very thin.
Yeah, they were very
I could hear like the other room.
I could hear the other, like if someone had an alarm clock, I could hear it through the room. And that's also because the windows, though. I could hear like the people who weren't even in my suite.
Yeah.
Because if the windows were open, you could hear like easily between. Yeah. Crazy. Anyway, what other stories do you have?
You just want me to say the one about the sex, don't you?
I when you say it, I have one to follow up with.
Okay. So, in the first week or 2 weeks, I think all of my... Oh. I'm busy. Within the first week or 2, I think all of my roommates got a girlfriend or a significant other, actually, I should say. And basically, I was like, okay, I guess I'll be single and hold up.
And you did,
Mhm.
as you should.
Well, I wouldn't say like ho ho.
No, I mean, but you.
It was like casual. Like I was
You
exploring.
had fun.
I did have fun.
Anyway.
Hi, Joey. It's probably like I have a boyfriend and I love him very much.
Oh.
Shut up. And I deal with yeah. That's what like. And then when you say it, I go ugh because.
It's fine.
Anyways, I like didn't expect anything to happen in the room because like
It's very small.
I just thought like
you can hear
there was
everything.
common sense.
Yeah.
Also, my roommate's girlfriend was literally across the hall.
Yes.
And that was also so they were always together.
Yeah.
And like and for the first month, like I never saw her sleeping in the room. She never asked. And like the next month, she started saying like, "Do you mind if I sleep here tonight?" And I don't care. Like, just be quiet. Just, yeah, sure, sleep. And then it was fine.
Sleep.
Yeah, sleep.
Period.
And then one night, it was like the third time she slept over. It was already 2 a.m. I was exhausted because we were doing homework. And I wanted to sleep. And I get in my bed, and they're in their bed. And then they're just still talking. They're just like mumbling to each other. I don't know about what, because I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sleep.
Didn't you like turn and face the wall all the time?
I dare. Ready? I always face the wall.
Yeah.
Because I never want to look at my roommate when I wake up.
Yeah.
It's just weird. But 2:30, they're still talking. I try to be as subtle. I first put in my AirPods. Show them that I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
3 o'clock now. I take my eye mask that I don't use.
You put it on?
And I put it on. Yeah. I literally I turn around, get up, on the desk, take it.
On the desk?
Yeah, because my eye mask is on the desk. Like I don't keep it by my bed.
So you had to like physically get up?
Yeah.
Wow. So they should have known you were awake.
Oh, they should have. 3:30. I think. Wait. Yeah, 3:30 now. I hear them say, "Do you want to watch a documentary?" At this point, I'm like,
at 3:30.
I'm so verbatim. They said documentary, and I was like, well, first of all, documentary of all things, and they're still just talking at this entire time. I don't know how you can talk to someone in bed for so long. I get so tired and like I 10
literally
minutes.
pass out.
Yeah,
like I can't.
So 3:30. This is me with an eye mask on.
Your eye mask, AirPods facing the wall.
Ready? If you want to watch a documentary, go outside. If like other than that, go to sleep. Turn back around. She goes, sorry. Like both of them like, sorry. I don't respond.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Morning of, didn't even look at them, didn't even talk to them, just left for class.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's not the story I thought you were going to tell, though.
Oh, yeah, because it gets worse.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
I'm just
enjoying reliving this.
I know. You just, like, everyone's like, I had such bad roommates. Like, Caroline's like, my roommates are so bad. And then,
okay, we all had bad roommates.
Yeah, but mine, I feel like it's uncomparable.
I should always preface, like, they were bad, but they weren't that bad.
Yeah. Continue. It's not like I wouldn't be their friend.
Yeah.
I just don't want to live with them.
Yeah.
That's just all of them.
Yeah.
But, like, Caroline, I wouldn't even live with her.
Yeah.
So.
I wouldn't live with you.
Really? Because you didn't say that last week. You said,
what did I say?
Frederic, I know I joke about it, but if I had to live with you, I wouldn't mind it.
See, you said the words I said. If I had to live with you, I wouldn't mind.
Well, you're living with me now.
I'm not living in the same room as you.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
You survived 2 weeks.
I survived. Just get a whole, like...
Shut up, award.
Award. I survived living with Frederic for 2 weeks. I'm kidding.
No, I know him a lot.
As long as you know.
I do know.
Okay, good.
But I'm not disrespectful, at least.
No.
There's just a lot to work with.
A lot to work with.
But, okay, so one night, once again, it's 2 a.m., trying to sleep, and her, like, the girlfriend and my roommate are here, and they leave. I was like, oh, great. So I'm sleeping. I hear the shower turn on. I was like, oh, David, like, oh, shit. We're just,
yeah.
Like, my roommate's showering. I'm like, that's a long, it's like 10 minutes later, I'm like, he doesn't shower this long. And I had my AirPods in because I was, like, listening to a video, so I didn't hear as much.
Yeah.
And I just was curious. I was like, what's going on? Like, is he still showering? So I take it out, and I hear the shower, like...
the shower sounds.
I hear the shower sounding, like the shower head.
Yeah.
And then I just hear, like...
No, don't clap.
Every so often, just...
No. Stop. Make it stop. Okay, we get it. We get it.
And at this point, I just started, like, shaking. Not because of, like, oh my god, I'm so disgusted. Of just, like, I did not think this would happen to me in my life. I thought I could be free of it.
Wow.
And I didn't know, like, what...
But that wasn't the first time, I thought.
No, it was.
Oh, that was the only time?
No, not the only time. That's the first time.
Oh, that was the first time.
I just...
Yeah.
What do I And I just texted my other suitemates. I was like, guys, like, he's doing it in the and they're just like, oh, gross. Weren't even phased, and I was like, oh, you guys suck. But I think I left before they got out to Caroline's room to vent because y'all were still awake. And then by the time I went back in, they were asleep on the bed.
Wow.
Morning of, I think I just texted him, hey, I don't mind PDA, but do you just mind not doing it when I'm trying to sleep? I try to be like,
yeah.
And he's like, yeah, sorry. And then I don't think the girlfriend looked at me the same way because I think obviously like he told her.
Probably, yeah.
And I would be embarrassed if I got caught, but I just wouldn't do it in the shower.
Again, though.
Yeah, again.
But you weren't there, so I guess that's why.
No, I was.
You walked in, I remember, because we had just left Caroline's, and then literally you texted me because you had walked in and you not into them doing anything, but like into like your suite, and the shower was on again.
Oh yeah, they did shower sex again, and I walked in, heard it, I was like, bye. don't need to change. Who cares?
Yeah.
The other times I've seen him like almost bare ass on the bed, laying on the bed too, and other roommates did it because like I saw the long hair in the shower head, and I was like, that's not my roommate's girlfriend's hair. She's not black hair.
Yeah.
And I just think like, oh,
yeah,
the other ones.
Wow.
So there's multiple people who've done it in that shower.
Wow.
Not me.
Not you.
I can proudly say not me.
You should get an award for that. I have a story about something happening in the bathroom shower area because I guess that's like people's privacy when you have no privacy. It's the bathroom. Anyway, so I'm asleep because we don't have class till 11 because our major rocks. Everyone else's sucks. Anyway, and then I'm like hearing like the shower turn on. I'm like, okay, great. Like I guess I can't shower before class. That's all I'm thinking of. It's like whatever. I'll just get ready and go. And then I hear like singing again, and I'm like, okay, she's singing. She always sings. That's normal, whatever. But it gets like frantic. I don't know what happened to this day. I don't know, and this is all assumptions. Anyway, she's like screaming now, like screaming, singing, like.
Yeah.
But then it's not even English anymore. It's like gibberish, I want to say.
Yeah.
But it could be another language. But I definitely to my ear, I did not know what she was saying. So she was starting in English, and then it just whatever built up. Okay. I'm still in bed. I'm like, this isn't even worth getting up for. And then I hear her like banging on the wall, like just like someone's locked in. And I was like, oh my god, is she okay? Is like everything fine? And then like now I get up because like I'm worried about her. I'm like, is she okay? Did she hit her head? I don't know. Like she's banging on the walls, screaming in gibberish. And I get up, and she's banging. She's definitely by the door, and I'm like, okay, well, she sounds like fine. I'm not gonna interrupt, like, unless I feel like I need to.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then finally, 20 minutes later, it stops. Shower turns off. She walks out, like, she finishes. And then I literally am thinking to myself, okay, what just happened? Like, to me, this is my... Okay, now,
you have a theory. Yeah.
We've switched into, like, truth. This is now my own opinion. I feel like she was speaking in tongue. It sounded like just like the videos, and that's a thing or whatever.
Well,
like,
I don't know what it is, so.
Oh, okay. So tongue is basically this is my own definition. It may not be correct. When someone gets very, very religious, and it's either they feel the spirit of God or something like that come through them, and
that's
like
so cool.
They like speak in this. It's almost like a holy language. Again, this is my definition, but basically like they just become so empowered by like this religious spirit that they start speaking in a language that maybe like God speaks. Anyway, but it sounds to the human ear, like to my ear, like gibberish. Like it just like doesn't make sense. It's like mumbling.
Well, I listened to it too. I didn't recognize it.
You listen to it. So this is my personal opinion. I feel like she was speaking in tongue, but to this day we don't know. But I was always scared every time she went to the shower that it would just happen again. So I would just like leave anytime like I knew she was going into the shower. But yeah, that was interesting. It was scary. Oh. There's people. It's okay.
Are we like? Should we try a different floor?
Can try.
Like the third.
We can try. I mean, we can talk about this later. But like, I know this floor and like another floor have open areas like this, like these rooms. But I don't know. We might have to like look into that.
Okay. So I think how many more roommate stories can I talk? Like, are there any that I'm forgetting?
There's none that you're forgetting. There is one that I thought of, and I don't know if this is in the direction you want to go in, but like, basically, we had trouble with RAs a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, the horror movie.
the horror movie was one, but also the time we were literally not doing anything, and we got a what's it called when they report you for being too loud?
Oh yeah, noise complaint.
We got like so many noise complaints for no
That was from
reason.
Carolyn's roommate.
We think, but yeah, it could have been the RA.
Oh, oh yeah. Well, no, her RE didn't care.
Supposedly.
Okay, well,
Supposedly.
basically, like, like, God forbid you laugh around 9 p.m.
Yeah.
But
No, we literally okay. The first few times maybe we were loud, okay? Yeah. But we were mindful now because they had already like basically gotten our names down.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, it's fine, chill night, whatever. We were doing face masks.
Oh, I remember that.
We were sitting around
and
whispering almost.
Yeah.
And then not whispering, but we're talking, not like screaming.
And then
we get a knock. RA.
And then I think I opened it, right?
No, because you had already gotten in trouble too many times.
Oh yeah, for noise complaints, and I did not want to get caught again.
Yeah. Oh wait, maybe you did open the door though. I remember you hiding one time. Was this a different time?
That was one time, but no, I remember this time
So
I literally
woke
because I recognized the RA. It was Nelson.
Oh yeah.
And then he was just like, I had a face mask too, and he was like, "Is this the one that got a noise complaint?" Because usually when you get a complaint, the RAs assume it's people partying or drinking.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, and he walks in. And he just looks around.
We all have face masks on.
And he's just like, so I guess I'm gonna need your
IDs and stuff, like
and
just to get information.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Cause like he just like I guess he was just thinking like this got called.
Yeah.
A face mask night.
Yeah. I mean, there was one time we were pretty loud. Yeah. We were watching a movie in the lounge, like a shared lounge.
Yeah. So
we were screaming.
But the thing is, the lounge is so echoey and like the walls suck.
Yeah. Anyway, we got a warning.
Yeah.
But then we were still loud again, and then the RA came back.
Mm-hmm.
That was our bad. That was our bad.
Yeah, but it wasn't even our bad. None of us were screaming, but Dan.
Yeah, it was Dan.
Because he's so manly, and then he just gets screams at a little doll. It was working Annabelle.
Mm-hmm. I was doing homework, first of all. I was sitting in the back doing my homework. You guys were all watching the movie.
Well, I was just enjoying because I like horror movies. But Dan just like literally screaming, like just holding my hand like this, like shaking. I was just like, shut up.
Yeah.
Like you're the reason this is happening. So yeah, don't watch horror movies with your friends if they can't handle it.
Don't scream.
That too.
Don't scream.
Because everyone will hear it. Like the buildings suck in terms of walls. They're thin on purpose.
Yeah. Do you want to turn it off? I know it bothers you.
Yeah, I know. You talk about
intermission. Oh, okay. I can think about one. I mean, these are small things. One time I woke up and I thought my roommate was awake, but she wasn't. She was just sleeping with her eyes open.
Oh.
Another time, my roommate woke me up eating chips. But it wasn't like, like you put it in your mouth closes and you eat the chip. She just had a habit of maybe eating with her mouth open. So it woke me up, but it happened like multiple times.
Did you ever tell her?
No, I mean, it wasn't that big of a problem that I would be like, gotta stop eating when I'm sleeping. Because I'm sleeping till like 10:30, 11. So like I'm probably being annoying to her, which is fine. But then she started like, sometimes it would be an apple, sometimes it would be chips, sometimes it would be different.
It was always a crunchy thing.
Oh, and then it got cold and it became ramen.
Oh.
Which she also ate abnormally loud. I mean, to me, it was loud.
Yeah. Well, there's that saying that slurping it
means it's good.
Yeah, and you like it, and it's a sign of respect.
She definitely liked it, and good for her. But it was, I woke up to it.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so hard for people to be like.
But I mean, I get it in the sense that like we're sharing the room. Where is she gonna eat?
Yeah.
Like she can't just stand.
But like, there's a way to not to eat and like also not be abnormally loud as other people.
I think that's just how she ate, and that's fine. I mean, I'm sure I gave her problems that she had to deal with.
Oh yeah, I definitely did.
So it's okay. But those are two things I thought of. I already did the singing. The one that the roommate that sang, sometimes she would sing like in our suite, but sometimes she would go into our shared lounge and she would sing, and I could hear her from the room.
Oh my god, I remember.
Could you hear her?
No, my roommate did the same thing. I could hear him like once again. I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
And I could hear him like coming from the hallway, like going up the stairs
singing.
Into my room, just singing.
Yeah.
Like,
crazy.
Dude, your vocal cords are great. I mean it, but like you have to understand, it's not just me you're waking up. It could be anyone.
Yeah.
Including our RA.
It's crazy.
And just didn't care. And he also did in the lounge all the time.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of different stories. Pretty sure I said everything that happened to me. I mean, this is a college horror story that has nothing to do with my roommates. I was doing the laundry, doing the laundry, and this was the day that the dryers broke. So I have soaking wet
Because one
laundry.
dryer caught on fire, and I think all of them had to be replaced.
Basically,
right?
which I mean, yeah, replace them, but like,
but the fire.
I had wet laundry, and I was like, oh my god, these are gonna mold. Like, I
wet
can't.
ass laundry.
Yes, literally. I was like, I can't leave them here. I can't. What am I? I'm like literally squeezing them. They're full of water.
Was I there to help that day, or
no,
was it?
You were not there.
I'm sorry.
I think it was pre.
I helped you with your your bed bug situation.
We'll get there. Anyway, so I have all this laundry, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Thank God I had my roommates actually for this case. Like, they were very considerate. They're like, here, like, you can put some next to our window. You can hang it over here. And like, they used the whole apartment to dry my clothes, basically.
Nice.
That was very sweet of them, and actually, really, I very much appreciated that. But I had wet laundry, right? No dryer. And then I was like, okay, like, what am I supposed to do? I thought, like, they would be like, oh, if you have laundry, like, maybe, like, they would do it for us or something. I don't know, send it out. No. Absolutely
Be considerate.
Not. No. I remember there's me and some other girl, don't know her name, still won't, if you showed me her today, I wouldn't recognize her. Okay. But we were just, like, talking, we're just, like, venting to each other with our wet laundry. But, speaking of laundry, there was a situation, I had bed bugs. Yeah. One of my suite mates found a bed bug in her bed, and protocol is that you pack everything up, put it in bags, away, wash all your clothes.
Anything that could
be washed. Towels.
Any fabric.
Everything. All by yourself. And then with your clean laundry, I don't know what they expect us to do. Just leave it in a bag, I guess. So there's 4 of us now who have to do the laundry, all of our laundry, like everything I own. And like, mind you, like I came into the dorm, like not bringing, like, I know some people like didn't bring all their winter clothes because they're like, oh, like I can go home. But I was like, I don't know when I'm going home. I don't want to like assume I'm going to be able to go home. So I just brought everything. So I have all my clothes with me. And I asked Frederic to help me. And do you remember? I was just taking my clothes and shoving them in the bags.
I thought I had a lot of clothes. I was like, Jesus.
I have a lot of clothes.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Anyways, you helped me bring it down. And I literally spent the night.
I think it was 8 loads.
8 loads of laundry to clean all my clothes.
And there's like, how many washers were there? Like only 16, right? 20?
I mean, there was a lot, but still.
Yeah, but this is shared throughout the entire apartment
with all of my roommates too having to do it. That's crazy. Anyway, so then, here's the best part. You're not allowed to sleep in your room. But you're not supposed to sleep in anyone else's room. And I don't know if they offered a hotel or not.
No, they didn't.
I don't think they did, honestly. So, like, Caroline basically had to risk having me sleep in her room just because she was such a kind person. Yeah. And I slept in the room. But that lasted for like a week because they had to like deep clean our rooms. And I felt so bad because one of my roommates couldn't find someone. She slept in the lounge.
Oh, shit.
I know. I was like, girl, just tell me. Like, you could have slept in my friend's room, like something. Anyway, terrible experience, right? Finally, it's over. Put everything back. Get to sleep in my bed again. Corona. I had to pack everything up in a night. I was like, okay, I've done this before. So no one's allowed to help me this time because
everyone is packing.
Because everyone is packing. Like, my uncle isn't allowed to come in. So I have to throw everything in a bag, drag it down the elevator myself, bring it to him.
So wild.
Terrible experience. But yeah, bed bugs. And then we weren't the only ones who got, like, other people got it. One of our friends got it. Yeah. And she also had to sleep in Caroline's room.
Caroline never got it.
Caroline, I don't remember what oil she put around her bed. But she was like, peppermint oil, yeah. So anyway.
Bring peppermint oil.
If you're living, can I say the hall?
Yeah.
Oh, if you're living in Othmer, there's a good chance you have bed bugs. Sorry.
Oh, and your toilet will clog. That's like
your toilet will clog.
Like, 2nd floor is known for clogging. 4th floor is known for flooding. You know why? Because Caroline's room.
Yeah.
Like, sloshing.
Yeah, there's mold everywhere. If you think you're getting sick, it's not because you're getting sick, it's because of the mold.
Oh my god. I remember my roommate got sick and he would be like coughing and just like coughing up.
We called it the Othmer plague. Literally everyone was getting sick.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Didn't I get sick too? Like.
Yeah, but then we're like, oh wait, that could have been Corona.
It wasn't. But...
It wasn't. I mean, I don't know. It was in January.
Yeah, but like the heat, like it was just like early.
I guess.
Cases. I'm pretty sure it was just the flu because it lasted 1 day for me.
Okay, it lasted like 2 weeks for me. I was coughing all over the place.
Oh, yeah, you were.
So. Anyway.
Maybe that's why you didn't get... Maybe you had antibodies since that day.
Maybe. Wow.
Do you remember if it was a dry cough or...
It was the worst cough I've ever had in my life. Oh, and then Hannah got it. but she got COVID. So.
Okay, so maybe it's just a bad flu.
Do you prefer COVID or Corona?
COVID. Less
I
syllables.
like fluctuate. It depends on the sentence.
It depends on if I'm being formal, COVID. If I'm being funny, Corona. Miss Rona.
Miss Rona. It was so funny because I made a whole poster with Sandra's face on it.
I remember that.
It was like Corona time.
Oh, that was when the "It's Corona Time" song was like. That's
Yeah.
what everyone still was laughing about it. But like, I remember the day we all left. It felt like the world was ending. Like, everyone
Well,
gets
we
the same
were-
notation on the shuttle.
We were on a shuttle.
Everyone's
We
looking
were
at each
on a
other
shuttle
like-
to Manhattan to get dinner. Because God forbid we eat at Jasper Cane. No offense. It was fine.
Offense.
Okay. I'm just trying to be polite, but yeah,
I like
offense.
The apples were good.
Sure. Anyway, so then we were on the way to Manhattan, get the email. Oh yeah, classes are ending,
Spring break is no.
extended,
Yeah,
something like that. And
we're going online for a little.
It's too late for us to turn back, so we go to Manhattan knowing full well like this is gonna be the last time we're gonna ever be here,
Yeah.
and it was the last time.
And
we
we
ever...
went full on.
We got everything
out.
at that dining hall. I don't even think we did homework that day.
No, why would I?
No, I just came home and started packing.
No. Literally tell your dad like, hey, come.
Come.
And then worst part is like international people couldn't leave instantly.
Yeah, no.
I think flights already canceled for China too.
I remember when I came back a few weeks later to get all of my stuff, because I only brought a few of it, there were a few people still in the dorms, and they just didn't know when they were going to be able to go. I mean, they had to leave the dorms. They had like a 48-hour turnaround. That's crazy. Wow.
And like some colleges were like,
College
you
horror,
have
Corona.
to. Sure, we are the what's it called? The generation for the year to go through it.
I also think NYU in particular, we were the last school, I think, to know.
One of the last in New York to actually cancel.
Wow.
And then they were like, our president's like, we're handling so well. And I'm like,
Well, he was emailing us like during winter break, like, oh, we know about it.
Yeah, we know about it.
We're prepared. We're prepared. And
like,
then we got there and he's like, we're fine.
I'm like, is America prepared?
Yeah.
Still not.
And then he cancels and he's like, we're going to be back.
Yeah. I remember I made a whole video about it. It was like, it was a contingency, like.
Yeah, we're going to be back. And then he's like, we're going to cancel, but we're going to be back in the fall. And then all summer, we're going to be back in the fall. Don't worry, we're going to be back in the fall.
We don't know when, but we'll tell you when.
And then there was that random email like, we are losing so much money. I was like, not my problem. I don't know what you want me to do. Still, we got another email about that this week.
What? They're losing money still?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I don't care. Y'all drained me.
Yeah. Anyway, what else?
Let's talk about professors now. Our first semester. First of all, shout outs to Sally.
Yes.
Love you.
Love you. Miss you every day.
What was the
Visual Foundation Studio?
Yeah, it's basically like the basics of design and like how to know how to do good.
It's basically it's not even just. It was like a basic art class.
Yeah.
So. Cool.
And then Kat.
Yes, love her.
What was that class?
Ideation and prototyping.
Yeah.
So just a process of coming up with ideas and like it was like really like I almost think of it as like a brainstorming class. Mm-hmm. This is a brainstorming class.
Creative coding, we had different teachers, but shout out to Jasmine. Thank you so much for helping me.
I liked Oren. He was very nice. He definitely was probably the best teacher I could have had to introduce me into coding, even though I didn't know what I was doing and felt like I was dying all the time.
My professor was so nice. She was just like so chill. She came in with Converse and like skinny jeans and just had one time had a Finn hat from Adventure Time. I was like, this is, and during Halloween I was like, you rock.
Yeah. No, I mean my teacher was,
because it seemed as though the younger teachers were more cool.
Yeah.
And it still seems as though they are.
Cool, yes, but also like they
better.
taught better, yeah.
So,
anyway,
what else did we have?
We were missing. I mean, I had
our first semester was pretty standard, right?
We had English, but we had different teachers.
Yeah.
I mean, mine was okay.
My teacher was nice.
I did fine. She liked me. It's fine. Okay, second semester. So we took another coding class.
Intro to Web Development, which sounded so cool.
Not to me. I did not want to code.
Okay, at least that was like Caroline's class. She was like,
she was excited about that. I felt bad. Basically, there was no structure, and I think that's what was really the problem. Like, maybe if there was structure, our professor would have been fine, but
it felt more like trying to combine art with web
development.
Well,
no. It wasn't even that. I think it's literally there was no structure. It was like every week it was like, I don't know how you're gonna get there, but like this is what we're doing. Was
it her first year teaching, or was it? She didn't say it was her first year teaching.
I don't think it was her first year teaching. I think it was her first year teaching here.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Anyway, yeah. So there's no structure. I felt like I was teaching myself. I felt like what we were learning in class didn't apply to the projects. There was also...
I didn't learn much.
Didn't learn much. In class, it was always just kind of...
I could not confidently tell you, still to this day, that I can make a website from scratch without having to look it up.
I mean...
And rely on W3 schools.
That's what I learned. I literally, I could do it, but I would have to look
use
stuff
another
up.
website and listen to Coding Train, which is like this YouTube channel that teaches you code, and it's actually done by a professor here.
Yeah, he's in the
and
floor.
it's really popular. It's like 1 million subscribers, I think.
Floor above us, maybe 2 floors above us.
Yeah,
awesome teacher.
But like the teacher, our professor told us to go to that instead of her. I'm like, what?
Well, I mean, that was always the reference in every coding class we've had so far. I mean, not one of them, but like the art coding mixed classes. It was always, oh yeah, go to Coding Train.
But I spent more time on there than I did with the professor, which is just not. If I'm paying $200 a class, I feel like I should at least.
Yeah. Anyway, it was just. I mean, maybe she needed to grow.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was just frustrating as a student because
to be a guinea pig.
Yeah, I remember calling you because this is now we were back home, still in the semester, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. How am I going to do this?
My final project or?
Yeah, like something like that. Because she wanted us to do something, but she hadn't taught it, and I had to find it myself.
Flexbox?
Maybe that, and I was just freaking out. I was like, I can't. Even if Caroline and you were there, it's not like you guys would have.
Well, we relied on Caroline. Like
Caroline,
pulled us through.
but like I know Caroline probably wouldn't have been able to help me with this either.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like like I was alone. It was like I didn't know what I was doing, and I had nothing to help me.
The only
with
people who like really succeeded were people who had training beforehand.
And, and even those people were upset because like they weren't learning.
No, I don't think anyone genuinely was like, "This is such a great class."
Yeah, I mean, is this professor a good person?
Yeah.
Yeah. The class though,
no.
That was not a good experience.
And we're not wrong to say that because we're paying for this education and we have a right to be a little upset. Oh, and then we had our it's like all my classes that I really look forward to are getting ruined. We had still and moving images. We're just combining like videography and photography and learning how to make it more
I think we were at a disadvantage for this one being online.
Yeah.
I think if we were in person, there probably she would have gotten more involved. I think just with online it's hard because how's she supposed to help someone who's never done anything like this? I mean, like I know you obviously have experience.
I just wish like because I listened to other classes and it was like the first assignment was take 100 photos and I was like, I wish I could do that. Like ours was make a paragraph and it's like I wanted the ones that were more rigorous.
Well, you should go to Rate My Professor. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah, actually,
there's a lot of websites about it, but just like find background information about your professor before you go into.
I think
classes.
there's even like a formal like rating thing for each professor, or maybe each class within a college. Like they have to show.
Didn't we have a survey thing at the end of each semester? Like that, something. But I think that's just referencing back to the people who like.
No, we have access to it because I was able to see it once.
Oh, cool.
But I think it's for the class. I don't think it's for whatever.
Yeah.
Do your research. Like it actually is important. Like just because the class is good doesn't mean the professor's good.
It's not shits and giggles through high school. Like, oh, this person isn't teaching us at all. Like, it's an easy.
You're paying, so do your research.
Or your parents are paying, so like care.
Anyway, yeah, I agree though. That class was a little underwhelming.
It's just slow.
Yeah.
Not like bad, but like we could have had more assignments.
Yeah.
Because we would dedicate like 2 classes to just critiques, and it's like I love critiques.
I mean, that is a class though.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's gonna be a critique half the time. But
I just like every person must speak.
That was a lot, yeah. But I mean, it beats. Okay, like I don't know. Sometimes I'm thinking, would I rather have that where I know I'm going next and I have to say something, or would I rather have another class where the teacher's like, I'm waiting, someone say something, I'm waiting.
Well, like I prefer it to be the way Sally did it, which is just do the note like.
But we can't. How you can do that online?
I know, but you can still just say like 5 people go, like say like type.
Oh, type something.
Yeah, because I had other classes that would do that, and it's just. Like, I had a photography teacher in high school, and I always rave about him because, like, he actually taught me so much to this day that I still know more.
My art teacher was amazing.
Yeah, like, it seems like high school elective teachers are more better than, like...
college professors?
Yeah. Because you usually enjoy your electives more in high school.
I mean, usually. Yeah. Some people don't.
Like, people are just, like, pottery, like, oh my god, I can't believe that's a class. And I wish I took it, too. But
yeah. But, I mean, that could be, like...
I guess I
think, my teacher could have been a professor.
Yeah. Oh, my teacher...
But
really could have too.
She chose to teach at high school. But like, yeah. Anyway. Still moving. That's what we were talking about?
Still moving, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, were there any other ones that were bad that...
There's one class where he was like kind of slow. And
physics?
Then
No,
not physics. He was kind of slow audio.
Oh, yeah. I was excited for that one too.
And it just didn't... Like, it was just...
Too slow.
What is this? Oh, wait, they can't see me.
A flat line?
Basically, it just never got anywhere. It was just pretty much the same all.
And I really wish it would go somewhere.
But was he nice?
Yeah,
Did he give us
great.
extensions because of Corona? Yeah. COVID, Corona.
I mean, they did the best they could. Like, I'm not gonna be like I'm forever upset that I couldn't learn everything about audio.
Yeah. But
you just have higher expectations when you read about the description.
Me trying to learn music theory in a class, like how to build a chord in a class. Like,
Yeah.
what if I've never seen a piano? How am I supposed to?
That's just like it's. And then I was like, it was easier for me because like
because you play piano. I was like, I don't even know what's happening. He's like trying to like show it, and like I just wish we had more time, or maybe in person I would have been able to get more out of that.
In person it would have been easier.
Yeah, but it's okay.
I bet he would have brought in a keyboard or something.
Professors. Are we going to talk about this semester now?
Yeah. We have a really good professor for design, which
Love
is
her.
Monina. By far the most amazing professor.
Best professor.
It's projects and it's actually like doing
Structured.
stuff. She teaches.
Yeah.
She shows you the whole layout. We already know our final project. And do we have a midterm or was that our book cover?
I don't think we have midterm.
We just do more fun things that are just like what we want.
I think she definitely has this class like down. Like she knows exactly like the way she wants it to go and how it should be structured and all that.
Yeah, and just her background excited us because she did work for Hillary Clinton.
She did the design for the Hillary Clinton campaign.
Is a designer for New York Times still.
And is a designer for New York Times.
Yeah. So she's good.
She's experience, which is good. Yeah, love her.
And then we have the one I'm most upset about, which is contemporary digital technology or
photo.
Yeah, photo. It's basically another photo class. I was so ready. I was like, I'm gonna do and I'm not even excited to do them anymore because just like I'm not learning much. I didn't expect to learn much, but I expected to push myself in projects. But he just wastes more time waiting on a response than just like I don't want a professor to be like I'm waiting for a response. Just be upfront. Be like go like
pick a
critique.
name. Yeah.
I'd rather you be more stern than just like so chill that I'm just wasting time here.
I mean, as someone who doesn't have experience in photo, like I did enjoy the first few weeks because we were learning, and like I know that was boring for you because you knew everything, but like I was like, okay, like this makes sense. I'm learning, whatever. But now I just feel like it's kind of like slowed down.
Yeah.
I will admit I do like the assignments sometimes because even though I don't want to do them because it's a lot of work, like I've never done something like that. So like,
my favorite thing is going out there.
Yeah.
But the problem is his way of telling us what to do is confusing. Like we had this portrait assignment that was like indoor, outdoor, head and shoulders, environmental. It doesn't tell you how much of each, just tells you 40, but also minimum 3 to 5 subjects, but only take 3 of each subject, which would count as 50. I'm just like,
I don't know. Maybe that's another structure thing. I think it's just structure. When they're really structured, it's good. When it's free, do whatever you want structure, it's confusing. So.
And I like it when professors just know how to like be more. I don't like one thing that I didn't like about our still in moving class was like everyone was complimenting. Like I don't.
Oh no, I grew up with a critique. Like there's no point in complimenting.
Yeah, I don't like compliments. I'm just like I know what I did well. Just tell me what's wrong so I can fix it.
Like no, like we're not gonna sit here and compliment you. Like you know what's good. We're gonna tell you what's bad. And like that's what a critique is.
And if you get upset by that, well, don't go into this medium.
But. I mean, it's hard though when you've never done a critique before. Like, obviously, you don't want to be like, yeah, this is terrible. Not this terrible. Yeah. Like, this needs to be fixed.
No, but like, I don't know. I feel like, at least for our photography teacher, like high school, he would tell us like how to critique. And be like, give one compliment and then say what's bad, but be constructive about it. It's fine. We're all adults here. Like, you shouldn't feel upset about saying something that isn't good.
You know, I mean, I had the same art teacher all 4 years. And like, you basically learn in Art 1 when you're a freshman how to critique, and then you're expected to just do it.
And each year it gets more and more negative because it's just
it doesn't get more and more negative.
Yeah,
it's just
but like they care less about giving you compliments and like
because it's real. Like when you're doing APs, it's not like there's no time for you to get compliment when you in your spare time, but when you're doing a critique, you need to know what you need to fix. You don't need to know, oh, I like this. Yeah. I'm glad you like it.
We can do an art podcast one day.
I mean, yeah, we can
talk about like all the projects we have.
I mean,
show them off.
Yeah, we could.
I think they would really enjoy that.
Oh yeah, I'm saying yeah we can.
Yeah, and then we have another physics class, which I don't understand why design majors have to do physics, but it's just a requirement, which makes no. It's just I'm convinced there's a way for colleges to get more money out of you by making you take gen eds because you have to, even though.
I mean, we go to the engineering school, so we have to take an engineering class.
But still, there's no reason that should be a thing. It's just like they don't do that in other countries. It's just not a thing.
Yeah, I don't get it.
They don't pay for college in other countries either. There's a few classes
I'm like, this makes no sense why I have to take this. Yeah. This is not going to better me in any way. It's just slowing me down.
People have been able to have a focus on their careers since like high school in other countries. Like they're able to choose and have freedom this entire time, but we're just stuck down like these certain routes. Like there's an amount of class you have to take.
No, if I think about it, it's terrible because like what have we been trying to do every semester? Get rid of the ones that you don't want to take.
So you can take the ones you do.
That makes no sense. It's not even like a helpful class.
Why am I
like,
paying for something that I'm not going to enjoy?
like, okay, sorry. Physics, sure. Like, I get it. It's important. But, like, how
In
am I
life,
going to
yeah.
use this? Like, what am I don't even know what we're learning right now. I mean, I know what we're learning, but, like, I don't know how I'm going to apply
You're
it.
not going to apply it.
Yeah.
No one's going to look. You're not going to look at a 50 watt light bulb and be like, I wonder.
What's
what
the intensity?
intensity?
But, I mean, our teacher is good for that one.
Yeah.
So, that's okay.
Sometimes.
There are moments where he pauses and
Not pauses.
or he just messes up, and that's okay. But it sometimes happens a lot,
And then it spirals into
and I have to
like
redo the entire problem. But it's okay. He's trying.
Yeah, he is trying.
More than others.
And then we have our writing intensive classes. We're just like,
I'm trying to think what else.
I don't see the point in writing for people who just want to design.
Yeah, the writing doesn't bother me as much. I didn't like the freshman year ones because it was almost like they were telling us, you don't know how to write, so we're going to teach you how to write. Right? That's what I was getting from the classes. Like,
I don't know, my teacher was nice to me.
No. Like, the entire course was like, you guys are engineering students, so, like, you're probably not used to writing about this. So we're going to let you write about math, but in a narrative.
Oh, no. I was given
That's what our second one was like. The whole point of XPOS is to teach us how to write correctly.
I just wrote about subjects I liked. I don't know. I wasn't.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm like, the course is meant for engineering students. Like, they have a different course for every other school.
Oh, wow.
We are given a specific course because we don't know how to write. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't like that whole, like, agenda was, like, trying to teach us how to write. Like, and other colleges were like, oh, like, more fluid, at least. Ours was like, because think about it. Our first assignments, we had to write about, like, innovations and stuff. It was very specific.
I remember now, yeah.
To engineering.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense because I'm not going for a writing degree. It's just, I feel like it's not too hard to ask for just design classes, but apparently it is.
Well, when you want that Bachelor of Science.
True.
So.
Which is a terrible mindset. That shouldn't be a thing.
But we fell for it.
I know. This entire world fell for it. Or not, I'm going to slam US only right now. Because I always get comments. Like, whenever I complain about college on my YouTube channel, I just get people, because, like, only 50% of people are in the US. Everyone else is just like, wait, you have to do that? Like, you have to pay? I was like, you don't?
Yeah, it's terrible. No, I was seeing, like, I always get the TikToks for, like, other colleges outside of the country. It's like, wow.
Yeah, they just look at us.
Yeah.
And they're just like, look at us.
They're like, I'm done in 3 years. I only paid, like, $10,000 a year. Okay.
I started learning coloring in high school, and I get to take it for all of college.
I started working during my junior year of college.
Which sounds great.
Yeah. Great. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck. How long has this one been going on for?
Probably it's over an hour.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's just a nice thing to talk about, and I think it's important that more people know because y'all are going to college. It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be perfect, but I'd say, like, do you think your education has been worth it so far?
I think there's parts that have been, but there are more parts that haven't, which sucks.
I think I'm getting there.
I think once we get to, like, our classes that we like,
but I just wish it was a different
mindset.
Yeah.
Structure.
Yeah. It's all about structure. But yeah, I guess that's it for our horror stories. If you guys want any more about, like, college, like Q&A college, we can give you them, but that's gonna be it for now. We have to go record another podcast immediately. It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be in the same outfit, so don't judge us.
I mean,
can't give this fashion every day.
After we make, like, 15 podcasts, my outfits will start looking the same.
Oh yeah, I didn't bring, like, over 100 different shirts. Like, guys, there's 20 and there's gonna be 20. Okay, well, that's it. Bye.
Bye.